What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another cartoon conspiracy, as always, with your host, KMACK Time. Now, I've already done a theory on this, and I thought it was really good, but I thought this theory is really cool too, so I thought I would share with you guys. So if you guys have not seen that first theory I did on this, I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll leave an annotation at the end of the video. Go check that theory out as well, but let's go ahead and jump right into this cartoon conspiracy theory about foster home for imaginary friends. Now, I know I say this about every cartoon, it seems like, but this was a really cool cartoon. I really enjoyed this cartoon as a kid. But what the theory argues is that Frankie, who is the redheaded one right there, if you're unfamiliar, is a younger version of Madame Foster, who is the old lady right there. And basically, the theory goes on to argue that Madame Foster imagined Frankie to be a younger version of herself to take over the house when she is too old to take care of herself. She cares deeply about the imaginary friends in the house, and she cares deeply about their well-being, and she knows that herself, being so old, will not be able to take care of it by herself for very much longer. Hence why she imagined herself, a younger version of herself, to take care of it in the future. So Frankie is not a real person. She is an imaginary character, just like Blue, just like Wilt, or any of the other characters in the house. She is imaginary. And there's some pretty cool evidence for that as well. And one of the strongest points of the theory is that Frankie never has any imaginary friends of her own, nor does the show allude to any possibility of her making up her own imaginary friends. Now, one potential counter-argument to this is there's an episode where Frankie goes on a date with an actual human being, and that could be, kind of misconstrued a little bit, but the facts are that she may be unaware that she's imaginary, or what I like to consider is that she just likes humans. There's several instances in this show where, imaginary friends have crushes on actual humans, so this could just be another instance of that, making this, an invalid counter-argument to the theory, and that's what I believe is going on here. Another important thing to point out is this would explain why Frankie is willing to work at the foster home instead of going on to college or pursuing a career. She's stuck here because Madame Foster created her, and because of that, she never does anything else. She doesn't really hang out with any other human friends. She doesn't really have a job or outside of this. She doesn't have any kind of dreams outside of this. She's kind of just stuck in this endless loop of taking care of this home because that is what she was created to do. Again, a very interesting theory. But wait, there's more. There's a flip side to this theory that may discredit this theory, but have a different theory all entirely. And it all is based around this next picture, which you guys are going to see, which is Frankie's driver's license. And I may be wondering, why would an imaginary friend need a driver's license? She must, in fact, be a human. Well, that comes to do you think if that's true, which some people may, some people may not, it brings up this interesting theory. That's a different theory, is that Madame Foster is imaginary. It's not too far-fetched to believe that Madame Foster could have passed away due to old age, and Frankie, who was totally heartbroken, may have imagined an imaginary Madame Foster to prevent anyone from finding out that she was actually dead. It would explain why Madame Foster is so childlike and energetic, why she's always doing these crazy things. She's always jumping on the back of things. She's always playing games. She's very energetic and seemingly too energetic for her old age. That would be because she's an imaginary version of the real Madame Foster, who is actually deceased. This again would explain why Frankie cannot move on with her life, go to college, get a job. She's obsessed with the death of her grandmother, and she wants to make sure that no one knows that her grandmother is actually dead, so she has to stay in the house for the foster care for all these imaginary friends, and she has to take care of it. That's why she never goes on to pursue any of her other dreams. So, there's a very cool flip side to each theory. Which one I believe. I'm not personally weighed towards either one. I think they're both very plausible. Very cool, very, very different insights on this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Leave a comment telling me if you think Frankie's real or if you think Madame Foster's real. I'd love to see your guys' opinion on this. Maybe I'll make a poll and see which side wins in the comment section. But that's all we have time for this time, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this theory. If you guys could go ahead and leave this theory a like, it'd be very, very much appreciated. As always, if we hit that 500 like mark before the end of the weekend, we'll drop out next week's theory a day early. That's why I went ahead and made this one for you guys a couple days early, just because you guys have been killing it on that lately. I want to throw you guys a little bit of bone. As always, guys, you guys can feel free to subscribe to my channel for all of these cartoon conspiracy theories, along with real-life theories and movie theories and all of my other stuff I do on my channel, gaming-wise. Right in your sub box if you guys hit that subscribe button. As always, guys, have a great day. Game the fuck on. Until next time, guys, I will see you then in the next video. Till then, guys, take it easy and peace out.